So I want you to picture something for a minute. Picture you're trapped in a dark cave and there's literally no light. You have nothing, like you can't even see your hand in front of your face. Or picture this, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're in a completely dark room and you don't know where you are. Think about those two instances and ask yourself this question. What would be the first thought that comes to your mind? What would be the first thing your brain starts searching for? You can't see anything. It's completely dark. I don't know what to do. All I can see is the darkness. All I can see is nothing. How dark is it in here? Like, I literally don't know what to do. What's the first thought you have? I don't know about you, but my first thought would be, where's the light? I need light. If I'm in a completely pitch black room and I don't know where I'm at, the first thing I'm gonna do is search for a light. If I'm trapped in a cave, I'm going to search for light. Guys, think about all the movies you've seen where people have been stuck in a cave. What's the first thing they do? They look for a light. See, so many times in life, we're trapped in a dark place and we don't know what to do because all we can think about is how dark the room is. All we can think about, all we're consumed with is the darkness. But what if we just search for the light? What if we just made our sole goal, our sole focus to search for the light? Where would that lead you? So many times in the grips of depression and anxiety, all we can see is the negativity, and all we can see is the darkness. But what if you had a glimmer of hope? What if you had a little bit, a pinhole light of hope that you could grasp onto, that you could start moving forward into? What if you had a vision of where you're going and you hold on to that and you just start moving forward? Guys, think about it. If you're in a tunnel, you see that little bit of light at the end of that tunnel, right? And you know, that's the direction I need to go in. But what happens as you start moving down that tunnel? That pinhole, right? That little bitty thing, God, is that the light? I don't know. I can't really see it clearly. But you know what? I have hope that is the light, so I'm going to move in that direction. So we start moving in that direction, and what happens to that light? As we take steps forward towards that light, we realize that as we're getting closer, that light is getting bigger. And that pinhole now turned into a light that we can see, like, oh man, that's my way out. Think about it, guys, when you're in a cave scene in a movie. Think about Return of the Last Jedi. What did they do when they were trapped in that cave with the dark side outside? What did they do? They found light and they went towards that light. Guys, when you're in that tunnel and you start moving towards that light, as you're moving forward, you don't know where it's going. You don't know what's on the other side, but you're moving towards that light. You're moving away from the darkness. That's what we have to do in life, guys. That's the freaking metaphor for life and how we get out of tough times, is we find the light and we move towards that light with a passion and a purpose, because we're tired of the dark. We're sick and tired of being trapped in the negativity, being trapped in places that we don't feel like we can get out of. We're freaking hopeless. Guys, I've been there. That's what depression feels like. That's what paralyzing anxiety feels like. I've been there. And it's tough. It's tough because in those times you don't feel like there is a light. You don't feel like there is hope. You feel helpless. But understand, guys, you've got to take a step towards the light. Find a light. Find something. It might not be external, guys. It might be a light inside of you that you say, you know what? If I can just do this one little small thing, it'll propel me towards another light. It might just be something, a voice inside of your head that says, hey, you know what? You're not meant to live like this. You're meant for more. You were not put on this earth to live in the dark and just survive. You were meant to go change lives. So we move towards that light, guys, and we hold on to that light like it's a life or death situation, because you know what it is. Your life is 100% that choice that you have to make. I'm going to move towards that light with a decided heart of come hell or high water, I'm getting out of here. Nothing's gonna stop me, I'm getting out of here. That's what it's like to overcome those mental issues, guys, that anxiety, that depression that just grips you to your core, is you've got to move towards that light. I know how hard it is, guys. It's tough. When you're making that first transition from the dark to the light, that first step is the hardest. The first step towards that light is the hardest because you're going to be doubting yourself every step of the way, because what's replaying in your mind is that story that got you into the darkness in the first place. And it's on repeat, and it's telling you you're a failure, you're a loser, you're never going to be able to do this. I know that I'm not that person. It's just a repeating story in my freaking head. I'm going to move towards the light. And I may not be able to run it first. I may be able to take a 6-inch step. Or you know what? I might be at a crawl, because I've been at a crawl before. I might be on my hands and knees just trying to move forward. And the key to that, guys, is just that. Just keep moving forward. Understand that the darkness is nothing more than a story you're telling yourself, and you can rewrite that story. You can be the hero of your own story. But it starts with taking those progressive steps forward, about moving towards that light in a relentless passion and purpose, and knowing what's on the other side, guys. What's on the other side is absolute freedom. Freedom from the darkness, freedom from that pain. And here's the thing about moving towards that light, is the darkness will always try to creep back in. That's why we have to stay singular focused in that light. Guys, we have to move unrelenting towards that light, because there's darkness all around, guys. Your environment, geez, and there's so many negative people out there right now, especially with the craziness of the world. There's so much negativity all around you, but you've got to focus on that light. Your mental diet, that's why it's so important. Keep that energy and that light around you, because you've got to stay focused. Guys, it is work to move towards that light when you've been in the darkness. But you've got to. Why? Because your life depends on it. Your family depends on it. How many people are depending on you to be the hero of your own story? Everyone. Your family, your friends, your community. Everyone needs you to be that light because of how dark they are. Because of how dark your community is, how dark the world is. They need you to be that light. It is your mission, your purpose to move towards that light. I love you guys, and it's tough. And you need that love and compassion of people around you to help you move towards that light, guys. You can't do this by yourself. That's what it's all about, guys. It's about us coming together as a community to help others reach that light. If you've gotten something from this video today, guys, please share this with somebody who needs to see this. In the meantime, you know I love you. Go love, serve, change the world. Be the hero you were destined to be.